Hey everyone, this is Coloring Chemist. My name is Connie, and welcome back to my channel. So I think at the end of yesterday's video, I said that there was one more video, but I was wrong. There's actually two more videos. There's today's video, which is the December 2023 haul from my 12 months, 12 days, 12 hauls video series. But then there's a bonus video, which will be tomorrow, and that's just going to be video 13, I guess. And it will be the wrap-up video. I will talk about my thoughts about this whole process, and I will talk about some of my favorites from the 2023 year, things that I purchased, and some of my regrets too. Again, this is just something to look at, and I just wanted to show it because it's just a stunningly beautiful book. This is put out by, I believe, the Royal Horticultural Society in the UK. And it's just a book on plant families. I'm a gardener. Oops, sorry. And this is a guide for gardeners and botanists. But it's all illustrated with historical watercolor images of the flowers and the plants. So they're all copyright-free images. I believe they come from the RHS archive, and it's just stunning. You know, I could use this for reference for coloring. Here's the yew family, cypress, pines, birch family. So lots of trees but I mean there's flowers in here as well. You know, it goes by families, gives you Latin names, all kinds of information. Buttercup family, clematis. But the paper itself is like an oatmeal cream colored paper, kind of oatmeal. That's what I would call it. It's almost like a little bit of a speckly kind of printing texture on there. But the images, I mean, they're just... Sorry, there's probably some shadow there. I didn't want to turn on my extra light. Hang on, we'll see if it makes it better. That's pretty bright. I don't know if it made it better or not, but maybe you can see the color a little better. But yeah, I just wanted to show it to you. That's all. And it has that lovely texture on it. That's kind of like, I'm going to turn this back off. Hang on. This lovely texture on it that is sort of like that linen kind of texture, and it's a hardcover book. Anyway, so this is December 2023 haul video. Almost done looking at what I bought over 2023, and yeah, I have thoughts, but I will save those for tomorrow's wrap-up video. Again, just a quick sort of disclaimer for those of you that might not have seen the previous videos. I'm choosing to do the hauls for... I didn't start my channel till September of 2023, so I wouldn't have had hauls for the beginning of the year anyway. But I am choosing to do them all at once at the end of the year as a wrap-up, taking stock, reality check for me. So that's kind of the point to these videos. All right, so the last time I'll say it without further ado, let's take a look at what I purchased in December 2023. All right. Oh, I should mention the book that I just showed in the intro, that I didn't buy that in December 2023. It was just something to have there at the beginning. I put in a small order to a company called Lavinia Stamps. It's out of Wales in the UK, and they're a lovely company. So I picked up some more VersaFine Clair ink pads. Now, I think I said in a previous video where I had purchased an ink pad storage rack that I'd also purchased some ink pads a couple months ago. I bought some stamps from them a couple months ago, and I didn't show those in the haul. I'm going to show the ones I got for December here. I think I might go back later, maybe next year, 2024, and I'll talk about some of the kind of non-coloring stuff that I've purchased, like this and the other stuff. I really do want to start art journaling. And I know I've said before, you know, Fantasy Connie thinks she's going to art journal. I would like to turn Fantasy Connie into Reality Connie. So there's a lady that I watch on YouTube. Her name is Nancy Taggart, and Nancy? I think it's Nancy Taggart. Sorry. If I'm wrong, I'll correct that. Future editing Connie here. Oh my goodness, it's Lisa Taggart. Lisa Taggart. But she's got a YouTube channel called Inky Bliss. She does the most amazing. It's not exactly art journaling. What she does is she uses stamps and inks and stencils and some coloring and mixed media. She's a mixed media artist. And she creates pictures. And she actually sells the artwork as well. But I mean, I think I could kind of turn that into art journaling where, you know, I make these images, I put them into a journal, just to try out new color comment. I think it would help me with my coloring too. Just another way of being creative, right? So I've been collecting these VersaFine Clear inks. I think they're quite good quality. So I've got Pinecone, Fallen Leaves, Morning Mist, and Acorn here. And then I got some of these Lavinia Stamps stencil brushes. They're very densely packed, and I've got 3 different sizes. So I've got, not sure if they have numbers on them or not. That's a 3, that's a 7, and that one doesn't say. But densely packed bristles. They're stiffer, I think, than the, you know, we've got these makeup brushes that quite a lot of us have for putting on gel crayon or what have you. But these stencil brushes feel stiffer to me. So I know Inky Bliss, she uses a lot of these for her work. So I did get these from Lavinia Stamps. There's going to be some glare here just because of the packaging, so I'll try and tilt it. This is Lavinia Stamps, their mini hill masks. And what can I use that has color? Probably nothing, because these are clear, so no matter what they put them over, you probably won't see them anyway. Will that work? No, it's not going to work. I don't know if you can see this. These are, I'm going to try and do that. No, that's not going to work. They're made of acetate. Oh, if I tilt them, can you see the... And basically, they're almost like a stencil, but they've got curves of different types sort of randomly cut in either the top or the bottom. Let me see that. So what they're meant to do is you put them down on paper, and then, you know, you would stencil brush ink, and you would get a sort of landscapey, you know, look depending on. And there's 3 different ones in here. It's called their mini hill masks, and just different wavy. I mean, you could sketch these in too, but I'm not great at drawing or sketching. But yeah, if you want to put, I might even be able to see them against, if I put them here, maybe. See a little bit? Can you see the different wavy shapes there? Anyway, yeah, so that's, you would use those for creating kind of hills and valleys and what have you in landscape pictures you were doing. And I got a few stamps. So this is one of their new ones. Those are small snowflakes, I think they call them. Snowflakes small snowflakes. They are, all Lavinia stamps are, I don't think they're photopolymer, I think they're silicone, so they're fairly good quality. And then these are, I think they called these large snowflakes. Sorry. They're very pretty, and the image you see is printed on, it's not printed on the stamp, it's actually printed on a piece of acetate that the stamp is stuck to. So I like to keep these pieces of acetate so then I can see what the stamp's going to look like. This one is small pine trees. And this one is wild pine, it's called. So yeah, that was from Lavinia Stamps. Etsy. I bought some little dot cards from Renaissance Colors. So this is Advent Favorites. Show you there. Don't think it has names. No. It just has numbers. I think because the Advent, because she did do, I think every year she does an Advent calendar with paints, but I didn't want the whole thing because I wasn't sure if I would, do I need them? No. Do I need more, whole or even half pans of pretty sparkly paint? No. But, I don't know, I got suckered in by the dot cards. And she does have beautiful paints. These are Color Shift Christmas Blizzard dots. And I mean, that's a goodly dot on there as well. So, I'm going to get a fair amount of painting just out of that dot. Those, I don't know if you can see through the packaging, but there is like a color shift there. There's like, iridescence. This is her afternoon tea collection. I thought those were beautiful colors. Very muted, vintage looking colors. If I was going to buy any of her paints, I think I would buy these in half pans. The afternoon tea collection. And this was her Christmas collection 2.0. So there's the Christmas Red, Christmas Green, Advent 4, and Advent 3. So I just picked those up from Etsy. Got some just replacements, backups, just to have a store in stock. I really like the Sparkle Pop Silver. I'm not a fan of the other colors, but I really do like the silver. And Amazon had a package of 12 that they were selling. So I grabbed that. So that's just 12 of the bold Sparkle Pop Silver. I also really like the Pentel Sleechy. I think that's how you say it. Metallic gel pens, but I really like their metallic red. It's one of the few red metallic gel pens that's a true red instead of a orangey red or a pinky red. So again, this is a box of 12. I didn't even open this. Yeah, 1 dozen. So Amazon again had a box of a dozen of those. And then I grabbed a couple packages of the white Uniball Signal gel pen, just because I use this all the time, especially in winter. I use it for lots of different things. So I wanted to have some backups of those. I got a 12 pack of the Arteza white acrylic pen or marker. And it's one with the plastic nib. And they only sold them in packages of 12. I mean, unless you got a mix, but I only just wanted the white. So I just wanted to try them out as a white acrylic marker. I've been using it, and you know what? I like it. I think they're good. So, having 12 of them, that's good because I have 12 of them. So, yeah, I got a package of those. I did finally get, if you saw my November video, there was a package deal on Amazon with, and hang on, get the other part. These two things. So I don't have the packaging for this anymore. This is an eraser that's meant to erase drawing gum. And drawing gum is something you can put on your pages, whether you're an artist, colorist, whatever, to cover up an area where, say, you're going to be doing maybe some ink sprays, or you're going to be doing some background work with the bigger brushes, and you want to not color the image. You can put this drawing gum where the image is, do your stuff, and then this is just, now this says latex free, so I'm not sure what's in this. Some sort of rubbery substance. And then when you're done, you can rub it off with your finger, or you can erase it off. It's not really erasing, it's just, you're just peeling it off basically. And it shouldn't affect the paper. And then you can go in and color your image. So this is masking fluid in a marker form. So instead of a container and then putting it on with a brush or with a silicone brush, you just draw it on basically. Comes with an extra nib there too. I imagine I've used this once, but I imagine the nib would get clogged, being it's kind of a rubbery substance in here. So that did finally come. This came in November all by itself. This came in December all by itself. And yet it was sold together. I don't understand. I don't understand Amazon. I did in December get these, and I think I did a previous video just kind of reviewing these, and I'll try and remember to link that below. I didn't really buy them. I bought the pattern to make these ages ago, back in June maybe, but I didn't get around to making them and sort of putting them together and having them finished until December. So these are stands, and they're meant to hold the Tule Art acrylic pens. And so they go in, and you can see, you can even tilt them on the side. The pen stays there. These are laser cut. So you buy the pattern from Etsy, and I can link that down below as well. And then you have to have access to a laser cutting machine, and you have to buy this plywood. And it cuts all these pieces. I then had to glue these together. I didn't expect that. I didn't think I would have to glue it, but I did. But it comes in two sizes. It comes in this size, which is meant to fit these small Tule Art pens. And then it comes in this size. So the holes in this size are bigger, and it's meant to fit these medium Tule Art acrylic paint pens. But it also fits these Artex markers that are, they're the acrylic markers with the brush tips. They fit in there. I did get, and this is another part of my December haul, but I bought these Artex SimTap acrylic markers. And they are, you know, acrylic markers with a brush tip again, instead of a fiber nib or a plastic nib. And you pump these to get them going. These ones you don't have to shake, you don't have to pump or, you know, prime or anything. These ones you don't have to prime, but you do have to shake them and you have to pump them to get them going. But these SimTap markers do just barely fit in here as well. So yeah, two different sizes, but these racks were a December, not a December purchase, but that's when I got them to use. That's when I finally got them put together. So some of these SimTap markers were in that rack, not all of them. I actually do need to cut out another rack to fit the rest of these markers. But these were a December purchase for me. So this is Artex, and there's 24 colors. So there's the rest of the colors that didn't fit in the rack yet. They seem to be large, like they should hold, you know, a goodly amount of ink, so that's good. They're quite juicy. I'm trying to think, do I have... I don't think I have a swatch of all of these yet, so sorry about that. I do have a color swatch on the back where they've just printed it on, so it seems like a good color selection. So that's the SimTap. I'm assuming it stands for simple tap because you only just have to pump the back end. I don't know. Not sure. Waterproof brush chip. And they're acrylic paint in a marker form, right? So they're relatively opaque. And then because I do this, I thought that I would get a set of the Artex acrylic markers. Now, that would be, they were in that rack already, that's these ones here. I have an older set of these, and now a newer set. So the older set didn't have numbers or anything else. So I numbered them and put numbers on them. The newer set, so the set that came in this box, also didn't have numbers on them, but it came with this set of stickers, which had codes and were sort of color-coded. Like if I get another one here, see the sticker for this one is green, like the cap, the sticker for this one. So you kind of had to eyeball it and say, okay, I think this sticker goes with this marker, because on the marker itself there was no names or numbers, no color names, nothing. So you kind of had to just figure out, I think this sticker goes with this one. So, I mean, is that better than numbering the numbers myself? I don't know. But they came in this box. There was two. There's another tray inside here. I won't try and get it out. But it's a good, nice, sturdy box for sure. I just took them out and put them in that rack. It's got a color chart in the back there. So again, shows you the different colors. Still no names. I think there's just numbers. But they're the same kind of acrylic marker that has, the brush tip. These ones you don't have to pump or anything. You just take the cap off and go. And because I'm extra silly, I thought that I would try the Art version. So the first two were Artex, so the SimTap ones, and then that 36 set. This is a 36 set of Art. Same idea. So we've got, that's what these ones look like. Essential Color Series. There's no color name or number on the pen itself, but there is on the lid. And then on the back of the box, they've got color names and numbers. So this is 27, so they say this is Midnight Gray. I was quite impressed, actually. I did swatch these out. So there's the color range. They're all quite juicy. Some of these seem to be almost going dry. And I hadn't used them at all. I took them out and I swatched these. I think I swatched these in combination with an older set of these that I had. So this is sort of these swatches plus some extras. But some of them, I don't know if you can see like 34 right there. It was dry, like it was hard for me to get, some color did come out, but you'd think brand new markers, they should be juicy, right? So, yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what's going on there. But these Art ones were all quite juicy. The gold is disappointing. I think the Artex Gold was better. The silver is good. But, yeah, nice set of colors. Their black is shiny, even after it dries, which is weird. Most of these are acrylic, almost like a gouache kind of pen. It's very matte after it dries, but their black is shiny. You get 2 black and 2 white in this set, and then sort of this range of colors, two metallics, a gold and a silver. They give you replacement tips. So that's kind of neat. I've never seen that before. None of the Artex ones do that. Now I know Art, when you have these other kinds of acrylic pens they make, right? These are the ones with that kind of fiber bullet nib, right? They will come with extra tips as well. And the small Art, the ones with the plastic pointed nib, they will come with extra tips. But I've never seen extra tips come with any of the Artex acrylic markers with the brush tip. Now, I don't know if you can put the Art tips in the Artex. I'm guessing probably not. But, yeah, it's got 5 nibs there, and they seem to be double-ended. See that? So, yeah, I guess if one of these tips starts to fray, I can just switch out the nib and should be good to go. So, that is a lot of acrylic brush markers for 1 month. For a number of months. me being me, I also bought black. Well, black and this is just a set of black that look like this. So Artex, this is the same kind of deal, acrylic marker. It's got a brush tip on one end, but then it also has like a little bullet on the other end. So this is just a set of 8 of those. I like using them for backgrounds. It's a lot easier than painting on acrylic paint, a lot less messy. And this is a set of Artex. It's got 10 pieces, and it's got 4 white, 4 black, 1 gold, and 1 silver. And so the white and the black just look like that. They're, again, this kind. So not the double-ended ones, just the single-ended ones. So that's what's in here. And I think that is it for supplies. For books, I have this one. This is my first mythographic book. I've never, sorry, try and get it on screen there. I've never had any other mythographic books. And I really do love winter. I like winter coloring, which seems funny because a lot of it's white, but I don't know. I like the cleanness of winter. The silence when there's snow outside. I like the fact that there's no bugs. Here in central Canada, our summers are short, and I do enjoy gardening, but holy man, do we have a lot of biting insects. We have mosquitoes galore. We have, we call them no-see-ums, maybe biting gnats, I think you guys call them in other places. I think in Scotland you guys call them midges. Same thing. Our no-see-ums bite, though, and I react horribly to them. So, we've got another species called a spruce beetle that we just have a lot of biting insects. So I enjoy winter when the bugs are gone. But I'm sure you guys have all seen this book. But I just thought, yeah, if I'm going to try a mythographic book, this seems like one that I would enjoy. So I haven't colored in here yet, but I'm looking forward to trying. So this is Joseph Catambang. I also grabbed Serendipity. So this is R.J. Hampson. This is the newest, just the soft cover. I don't know that I'm going to get any of the hard covers. I've been watching flip throughs and watching people's reactions to the better paper. I don't know that it's better. I don't know that it's worth the amount of money that's being charged. I understand that RJ was trying to do something nice for the coloring community, and we definitely thank him for that, but I just don't know if it worked out. So yeah, it's from Amazon Canada. Now, this is Amazon Canada, but it's not Bolton, Ontario. It's Atchison, Alberta. So that's the first time I've ever ordered an Amazon printed book and had it not be Bolton, Ontario. So that's interesting. Winter pictures there. So, of course, he's got the 2 copies with subtle changes in the second copy. That's fun. I grabbed Angela Porter, Whimsical Houses. I do like Angela Porter's stuff. She does a lot of the Entangled series for Creative Haven. It's very detailed, very zen doodly. Yeah, it's pretty detailed. But I just like it. I find it relaxing. I don't tend to worry too much about shading or much of anything. I can go in there with markers and gel pens and just go to town. So, yeah. I've wanted this book for quite a while, and I think it's out of print now. So I found a secondhand copy on, maybe it was a third-party seller on Amazon, and it wasn't a bad price, so I bought it. And there's two small things. First, it came like that. So it is only glue bound on the side, and these top books are they're like this for a reason. So this is supposed to not be attached. So it's done like this so that when you open the book, it lies perfectly flat. But because then it's only glue bound on the side, it's fairly easy for that glue binding to just snap, and that's what happened here. So, but I mean, that's okay. That's, that's fine. But there wasn't supposed to be any coloring in this. And I think I flipped. So it's sort of winter, kind of a winter theme, obviously, to the book. I think it was in this broken out section. There was a small bit of coloring, and I'm not, there it is. Somebody had colored the snow here on the roof a really neon blue, and then they had started coloring the house a really neon pink color. So I covered up the snow with a lot of layers, or a couple layers anyway, of that bleed-proof white, because I tried other acrylic white pens, and it just came right through. I don't know what they used. It sort of came through the back. It's not alcohol marker. Maybe a water-based marker of some kind? I don't know. But I don't know how to cover up the neon pink. I might have to make the house a very dark color. So it was supposed to be, and I think that was the only page, I think, if I remember correctly. Supposed to be not colored. It's a little beat up at the corners, but it is secondhand, and like I say, I don't think it's available anymore. I think it's My Winter Walk. I think that's Mein Winterwelt? My Winter World? Forgive me, my German translation is wrong, but this is Ursula Schwab again, I think. Yeah. Like all these books, it's got this massively thick piece of, it's a chipboard at the back for support, and it's a fairly thick book. There's a lot of images in there. Sorry. It's just kind of too bad that it was a little bit broken. And I did grab Mini Mania 2, Gabby Wolf. Yeah, it's just so cute. If anybody would like a flip of any of these books, let me know. I did a flip on my channel of Mini Mania 1, and then I did a buddy color in there with Coloring with K. That was part of my November finished pages, but the little bunnies she's got as characters in here, they're just so cute. And she's got 2 copies of each image in the book. And you can see the second copy, there's a black, it's not a black background on the image, but it's on the other side, which some people like, some people don't. Some people find it makes the book curl. I don't find this one is that curled. Where's this one printed? This is Bolton. But the second copy of the images, the line work is lighter. So if you are coloring and would like to cover up that line work with, acrylic pens or whatever, it's going to be easier on the second image because the line work is lighter. First image, you can see there, it's regular sort of black line work. But very, very cute. I also got, and you might have already seen a flip of these, 2 Korean coloring books from Chill and Sarah. And this was one. This is Hello Forest Friends. She sent them with these cute little stickers. See that? And then this one. And then these 2 pieces of paper. And I'm not sure what they are. They feel very... They're smooth on this side, but not on this side. Little note papers, maybe. Very cute. So this is Hello Forest Friends, and there's a flip on my channel for this. I'll try and remember to post that. And then we've got this one, which is a beautiful book. Every Season, Every Moment by Rosa, I think it is. very reminiscent of those Green Ivy kind of books. I just, not exactly the same, but that's the feeling that it gives me. I did pick up this. I do like Jen Racine. This is a very Scandi Christmas, so it's got very Scandinavian kind of inspired, fairly simple, fairly thick line work, but I just thought it was fun. And as a present for Christmas, my husband and daughter bought me this. Ooh, glare from the light there. And I know lots of you will have seen this before. This is the Wildegorn coloring book. It comes from Etsy. I'll try and put a link to it below. And it's huge. I'm just going to slide it. Here we go. So I'm pretty sure it's 11 by 17. And it's got a hardcover. And it's spiral bound. I can do this without banging my camera. And yeah, it's just amazing. It's got those lovely red ribbons for a bookmarker. And the pages are just amazing. So this was a pretty special treat for my husband and daughter for Christmas. So much detail. Very, very beautiful book. And the last thing I got in December was this. Now, this is no longer in print, which makes me very sad. I don't have a lot of Hannah Carlson books, but I do love her winter kind of scenes. And I found this on eBay and bought it. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't ridiculously expensive. I mean, I've seen copies of this for sale for over $100, and I'm not paying that. And I purchased it, but it only has 19 of the 20 postcards. Now, I need to go back through and maybe watch a flip through of someone from when this is new and figure out which postcard is missing. But I love her winter stuff. She does actually have some winter stuff that you can buy, winter pictures on her Etsy store. And you can purchase PDFs and then print them off. But I love this little book so much. It was 2016. As far as I know, the Swedish edition was 2015. And as far as I know, it's just simply not in print anymore. It's really tough to find. So I was happy to find it on eBay. Sad that it's missing a postcard. And when I contacted the seller, they immediately got back to me and actually refunded me the cost of the book. Not the shipping, but the cost of the book. So that was fantastic. Shout out and kudos to the seller on eBay. And I still have the 19 postcards I can enjoy. The edges are a little beat up, but that's okay. I've been looking for this for a while. If anyone knows where you can get a full copy of this with all 20 postcards, let me know in the comments below. Or just reach out to me, and my email is on the about part of my channel. And just let me know where I could get a full copy of this, because I really I don't mind if it's the Swedish version or the English version. I just would really like a full copy. And that is it for December. So tomorrow you will see my wrap up, and it's going to be a wrap up for this series and kind of a 2023 wrap up kind of in general. So I'll talk about sort of how I feel about the beginnings of my channel, where I think I'm going to go in 2024. I'll talk about all these hauls and my thoughts on my purchasing patterns, my favorites, my regrets, just all kinds of that kind of stuff. So until tomorrow, I hope everyone is safe, I hope everyone is well, and I hope everyone is enjoying their coloring. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.